Yes, good evening to all the participants or students. Welcome to my online class. Today's concept is in Python programming, break statement, continuous statement, pass statement, and the functions. This is Dr. S. Madhu, Professor in CSC Department, Guru Nanak Institutions, Technical Campus. Today, we'll discuss that these concepts like a break, continue, pass, and function statement with the execution of the statements in Jupyter Python 3. Okay. So yesterday we discussed some concepts regarding that break also. So when if you doesn't use a break in the if or while loop or for loop, the program doesn't ends. It will continually taking inputs so that user will be exhausted. To break that program or execution, we had used the wantedly use the break statement in the programming language. So let's see that how we can execute all the statements as for this concept in the Python programming. I think yesterday we discussed the concept like break statement for this example. For this one, the break statement is most useful for the programmers or who are wanting break the statement like a loops. We have to add the break keyword in the program. In that case, when infinity loops are very dangerous, suppose it doesn't use that break statement, infinite loops are very dangerous unless you know the how to control them. While true in the statement, it is infinite loop. It never stops until you interrupt the notebook or shut on the computer. Then only it will be, and otherwise it will print like continuously. Yesterday I observed that example. I removed this break statement, I started execution. Still it is running, even though it is closing of the few seconds, this notebook also, still it is running. I show that also. Star mark is coming while running the program. While execution completed, it will giving here cell number. Otherwise, it will give star. Okay. So in that case, we observe that example also. What is that? While true, C name variable equal to string type input given to the program. Enter a company name. Enter a queue to leave. If you enter queue, then the program will terminate. Otherwise, it will continue. CNAME, if CNAME not equal to Q, whatever is given here is not equal to Q, it will print again to last again. Go to the again while loop, it is true. Enter other name. Again check the condition here. It is not equal to Q, it will print again to go to the while loop, it is true. So when it will be stopped. For stopping that, we have to go for that, enter the CNAME as Q. Then only it will be stop this program. Otherwise, it will continue. So that's why we are taking a break statement. Break statement will be work when here q is not equal to q. When q is not equal to q. So can you say that here q is not equal to q? No, because it is what? Both are equal. So now here what you are here? Suppose you enter the company name as IBM. IBM is not equal to q. It is true now. Then it will be execute. Again, if you go here, because of the statement is true, then I can enter here Cisco is not equal to q. Next, we enter here Q. Q is not equal to Q, false. Then we come to the else statement. Then after the break statement or break keyword, then it will be terminated. So let's see this execution again. Now see that a star mark is coming. That means it's still these instructions are under execution. So if you enter here IBM, then what happened here? It is IBM. So now here IBM is not equal to Q. It is true. Then it is as good that name will be defined. Next, Cisco, enter the Cisco as a company name. Again, Cisco is not equal to Q giving. Again, if you enter here other company like ABC, now doesn't terminate your program. For terminating that, you have to go to the else statement that is followed by break. So for that, what you can do, enter Q. Instead of Q, you can use other names also. So that also we can use later. So now here, enter Q, then the program will terminate. Now see that here before the under execution star is there, after completion of that will now become a 1. So now the program is terminated after execution. Suppose you want to keep here something other letter like A, then what happen? This program terminates when you enter input as A. So let's see that. The first you enter that ABC company is okay. Next, if you enter Q here, so that will not take again. It will be treated as a other one. Now if you enter A, so then it will be terminate the program. I think all of understood this. Next, you can go for the other program, that is prime number. You know the prime number. The write a program that check the number between 3 including and 10 excluding, that is 3 to 9. 3 to 9 range. And print it is a prime number. A prime number is greater than 1. It is divisible only by itself on 1. Then only that will become a prime number. Otherwise, it's not a prime number. Now we have taken that for loop. N is the accessing number from the in range function 2 to 10. That means up to 9 only. Third position to again 10th position like a 9. So flag equal to true. If it is true, then go for the accessing of element from X in range 2 to N number. Already N is defined what? Maximum number 2 to 10, that is up to the 9th number. Then whatever the enter number is there taken from here, N equal to 2 or N equal to 3 or N equal to 4. N is by X. X is taken from where? Here. 2 to 2. 2 is divides, that is a range like a 2 divides this equal to 0. It is what going to the again 2 equal to 0, then flag equal to 0, break statement. So this break can be applied where it is continuously going for the continuously divising of numbers, or for the breaking of this loop, you can use the break statement. Otherwise, if flag it is equal to it is not equal to 0, it is equal to 0, it goes to break the statement or continue this loop. Or if flag equal to true, so then it will be what printed as a prime number when this is not equal to 0. That means primary doesn't divisible by 2. If it is divisible by 2 means that is not a prime number. Let us execute this. Let's see that 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 7 is a prime number. But I can't say that 4 is not a prime number because 4 is divisible by X value, whatever taken here. Yes or no? So then go to the other one. This is the statement we have taken again, prime number. So what is that? Print the value where it is divisible by. Same thing will be getting from here also. Same thing will be getting from here also. That's a logic for the what prime number. So now here we have to use the break statement. When that doesn't work for the inputs, break it again, go to the other kind of a section will be executed. Next, you go for the continuous statement. Wantedly have to use the continuous statement also in the programming. So for that, write a program that will be happy, then it finds the character R or E in the word that you are entered. When if you find that equal to R equal to E, the program will continue. Otherwise, what happens? It will print as a other character. So now we have taken that program. We have taken define that word equal to what is the variable and define one string here P R R R A V E N. When R or E encounter here, then it will be continue. Otherwise, what happens? It will display a that character. Display that character. So as a for loop, you know the letter in word. So taken one letter from this word, and if letter equal to R letter equal to E, whenever taken this one, this will be continued. That is why it is a letter, and continue that. Otherwise, it will print as a other letter like a P and V, A, N. So this is the way we can use that continuous statement in the program. So let's see this. So what is here getting? What is getting here? First letter is the P is printed directly because these two are not satisfied. Next, second letter is R is satisfied. Then this loop is continued. Doesn't go to here again. What is that? Wherever the letter is taken from letters, it will be continued until that other letters comes either not equal to R or E. So this will be continued up to all 5 R's. Then next go to the other letter. So now here this printf statement will be executed, or this flag will be executed when the letter equal to R or E. Otherwise, to execute the other block. This one. So when R or E is there, the statement will R continues. So now don't want to terminate from here or coming out of that block. Just again continue the for loop till that you are getting either P, A, V, N letters. So where we can see that execution of the statement using the continuous statement. Continuous keyword, or you can say that defined continuous statement. The next one. For I in range of 2, 2. So what is the 2, 2 printing here? It has to print what? Second position to the again second position, that will be printed as empty, I think so. It's not giving anything. The printed I. Next here there are other program, either the number is even or odd. That number is even or odd. Please try to execute all this because it is one kind of a program which is used to apply the for loop and if loop. Okay. The given numbers, whatever it is there, 2, 4, 6, 8 are even numbers. New string I equal to 10. So I equal to 10 were taken here. So that is found a. In that case also it found a number as 9. Up to the 10th position. Whatever the 10th position is there, up to that it has to go for the numbers. Okay. Next is the concept is filled with empty list. Filled with the empty filling up an empty list. So what is the we have taken one variable that is assigned with an empty list, not assigned any elements in the list. Okay. Now display that empty list. What you are getting doesn't having any elements. Okay, doesn't having any elements. Now filling that elements in the empty list. Filling that elements into the empty list using the for loop and the range function. So now here initially the whatever the list is there is empty. Now filling with the new elements. Always for filling of that elements into the list, using the function like a append function. We are accessing element from range from 3 to 8, that is up to 7. X is equal to some 3, 4 like that, and apply that x is equal to x square. Then append that x square value equal to x will be added to the squares list because it is initially is empty. So now filling with that, filling with other elements in the empty list. Now fill it. Now see that what is the things. So what is that now? What is that now? First 3 square 9, next 4 square, 5 square, 6 square, 7 square. Not taken up to 8 because up to 7 only can take here. Next, this is a very very important one. List compensation way. List compensation way. List compensation way nothing but it is the expression and for loop can be combined. Expression and for loop can be combined. Whatever the list you want to write, that will be evaluated in the same list by using the for loop. So that's here. This is the word expression followed by for loop. So now for loop is taken from where? What is that? Range of 10 numbers. List comprehension. You have to define that, not only taking of a list and evaluate separately and define the list of element. Instead of doing that, we can do the with a single statement that is called list compensation. So that is x cube for I for x in range of 10. We're accessing the element x is equal to 1 to 9 and evaluated in the x cube. So this kind of expression is called list compensation. List compensation. Always list compensation is represented in the form of list representation, that is within the square bracket, first expression followed by the for loop in the range of elements. In the range of elements. So let's see that. Now executed that compensation list. Then display the list of elements using the compensation list. So what is the now here? Starting with 0. X is equal to 0, that means 0 square. X is equal to 1, 1 cube, 1. Next x is equal to 2, t cube, 3. Sorry, 8. X is equal to 3, 3 cube, you will get 27. Like that, you get the compensation. What is that? List. The compensation list always can be combination of what expression followed by loop. Okay. The next one is the pass statement. This one is the pass statement. Pass means what? Continue with the other statements. Doesn't end with or break or continue. Here also, this also wantedly can be used in the programming. The pass statement doesn't nothing. It will not get any effect, but it can be used when statement is required syntactically, but the program required no action. You don't want to define any action of the statement. Then you can use the pass statement. That's why here pass doesn't nothing. It's just a placeholder for the future code. So you want to run this code, but should not get any effect. Here I can use the further. You can use that some other code here. For that reason, you can use the pass statement, just like a passing statement, or just like you're passing or holding that code for the future purpose. In that cases, you can use the what pass statement within the loop. Just so it doesn't get any result from this. Yes or no? So up to here we discuss that break function, continuous function, next list comprehension, next empty list filling. Now I'm going to discuss another more important concept, that is function. You know that functions in C language, you know that functions in C++, you know that functions in Java. The same way you can use the functions in Python also. So in Python having some built-in functions. So already we use some built-in functions till today. So let us see that what are the built-in functions are there in Python. Some functions are doesn't use till now. So let's see that by clicking this is actually legal Python site. Here you can find that what are the functions are built-in functions in Python. Okay. So let's see that. Just I will show only the table of built-in functions. These are the built-in functions. In this already we use some built-in functions. That is what maximum we used, minimum we used, range we used, and other one. So what is that? Some more functions also be used in the practicing programs. Okay, or statements in the Python. So here what is that? Min. So we can use help also. So these are the built-in functions for executing of a statement directly in the Python. So here they are given that explanation and syntax also everything. If you want, you can read all this. So actually this source code also is available in the site that I will show later. Source code of ABS, source code of all function. All this will be explained later, where you can find the source code of all these built-in functions. We don't require this all. We require only these built-in functions for practicing of a Python programming language. Okay, so these are what all built-in functions in the Python. But some more functions are there, but that we can't take directly built-in. Suppose you want to define user-defined functions, that we have to write code within the function. So writing of user-defined functions in C or C++ Java, we have to use that void or return type or something. Yes or no? So let's see that what kind of things will be used in the Python to define the user-defined function in the Python. So for that, so let's see that what the definition and everything. Function, a piece of code. Function is nothing but a piece of code that is associated with a name and independent of any class or object. People use the names, function and methods interchangeably in Python. So in case of Python, we can say that either method or function for defining of a user-defined statements in the form of function. The method is an empty that is always tied to an object. Whatever the element you taken for the method that is tied to object, that refer to the object. While function is independent, it exists out of a class or object. You have taken that function that will be independent, it may be exist out of the class or object. Functions help us to reuse the code. The best, the way of functions or advantage is the reusing of code. You don't want to write complete code, just use the function name and apply the certain kind of statements or arguments can be applied to the function so that it will be easy to execute the functions. And also, we write functions and classes to organize the code better. The Python provides many built-in functions. I have shown that all the built-in functions of the Python. Now we are going to define that user-defined functions with the keyword like a def. We have to use the def, that is defining of a function. Defining of a function. The function name will be taken as any name. We are not saying that whether we have to take only show name or something. We can use print name also. We can use some name also. We can use your name also, function name here. Function name here. So that we are defining one function here. Under that, you write a code for that. You write a code for that. But again, I'm telling here, the defining a function is allows some arguments within the function. Always function or method in the programming language, function are followed by open bracket and the close bracket. Within that, you can supply the arguments. That kind of arguments are nothing but a parameters. Either can apply single parameter, or can apply two parameters, or can apply single argument or two arguments, just like a parameter passing mechanism. So now here, again I'm telling here, how do you use that syntax for the if, syntax for the while, syntax for the for, that loop followed by colon. So the same way here, function also follows def keyword first, then function name followed by brackets with the argument followed by colon. It doesn't here give the colon, it will give syntax error. And next line will start with the after 4 spaces, that is again intendant block can be started after 4 spaces. The function will be defined just like a what we taken loops or controllable statements. The same way I have to use the functions here. So again I'm telling here, always function will be defined using the def keyword, defining a function name, defining of a function name followed by argument followed by colon. Next line will be started with first 4 spaces will be taken in front of something what you are taking here. So let's see that executing this. Now function is created. I want to execute this function with the supplying of argument username. Username is as argument 1 or argument as I'm applied here show name of argument is taken as a Praveen. So now Praveen equal to what will be taken here. That username will be defined as the name is. Then will be executed the function, the printf of what is that function name is Praveen. Okay, so let's see that. So what is that? The name is Praveen. So now here, what is the show name is a method name. Apply some argument here. Yes or no? Then go to the show name here. This pass to this block or this function. Then printf statement will be executed. The name is username like a Praveen. Next. Another function defined, that is sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers. That is def keyword and again followed by function name. Number 1 argument, number 2 argument. What is that? It says sum equal to sum plus sum equal to num1 plus num2. Argument 1 plus argument 2. Next, return its number. Return its number. What is the return its number? Maybe printf of something whatever taken, same we can use here. So here the two arguments are supplied here. So let's see that executing of this. Now function sum of two numbers function is written and also executed. Then supply the function name printf hyphen sum equal to apply that argument 1 number 1 is 5, argument 2 number 2 is 8. Then it check that sum of 2. What is the sum of 2 here? So supplied here 5 8 sum equal to 5 plus 8 13 will be written is 13. The way we can use that, what the kind of things will be taken here. So let us take here another most important file here. Suppose doesn't use here return. I using printf statement here. It works or not? It works or not? So let's see that. Now what you are taking here? Printf of sum is its number. So let's see it will be executing or not. Yes, it is now executing. Both way can execute. Next, I'm taking here. Here I've taken the numbers. Again, I'm taking other numbers, other combination. So let's see that what the print will be getting. The sum of these two numbers. So I didn't apply here any function here. This is calling this printf statement. You go to again here this statement function. Then execute the complete code of here and print this statement and display the output. Next. Other one is that other function I written as a def bark. I didn't supply any argument. Just like printing the statement like bow, 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 bow. Getting of some sounds. Bow sounds. Bow sound. So let's see that. What is the bark? Now bark is code is executed. Now execute this. What you are getting. So now if you doesn't supply anything here, but whatever the things are there inside the function of the bark, it will display here. So I think all of you understood here. So let's go to remaining. So it is there only less than 4 minutes. So let me close this. Next other one, perform the function multiplication of two numbers. Multiplication of two numbers using the again same def. So now if you execute this, now you see that the product of the 3 and 5. What is that? 15 you got. Yes or no? 15 you got. The way we can return that. Next. Other one. This is more important. So now assigning that product equal to. So we have taken that other variable, assign that function. What is the function of perform multiplication of 5 3? So let's see that what is the things we'll be getting here. Executed. Then for displaying a product, you have to use the printf statement. You got. Suppose if you use that, doesn't use the printf statement here. Doesn't use the printf statement here. What you are going to get here? So let's see that. We're getting that 15. Yes. So what is that here? The printf statement. The product is assigned with what? Some user defined function. User defined function where you can take supply the 3 5 as arguments here. Then it comes to this function and evaluate it and display equal to what? Evaluate this one and display as what? Product variable. So up to here we're discussing. Now less than 2 minutes are there. Tomorrow onwards I will start from here. Please try to rise if you have any doubts till here. There are only 2 minutes are left here. Okay. Shall I close the session?
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir. Good night.
Bye. Good night.